Welcome to the video on digital electronics. In this video, we'll continue with the concept of the memory cell with the provision for entering the data, which we had just drawn in the last lecture. So now we'll see these four combinations of the input when we give, what is the output that we get. Before that, let us name this as S, which means set. This is R, which means reset. So since I have two inputs, as we discussed, we can have four different combinations. So the first combination, S equal to 0 and R is equal to 0. For this, we will assume some initial output of Q and Q bar. So let us assume Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. Of course, because this is a complement of Q, right? And now we are entering this new data, S equal to 0 and R equal to 0. So my S is 0, my R is also 0. When I give 0 to this NAND gate, this is working as a inverter. So I will have 1 here and I will have 1 here as well, because this is also working as an inverter, right? Since we have only one input, it is understood that the second input will be short. So 0 will be getting converted to 1 here. Now we are assuming the initial output of the state of this latch is 1 and 0. Q is 1. So this 1 travels back as a feedback and it appears here at the second input of this NAND gate. So 1 appears here. I have 1 for this. So 1 into 1 is 1, but NAND will do a reverse of it and I will get a 0 here. This 0 travels back, here into this NAND gate, right? It travels back here into this NAND gate. I am having 1 here and I am having a 0 here, the blue one. 1 into 0 is 0, but NAND will do the reverse and it will give me a 1. Which means what? Which means whatever was the previous state remains the same when you apply S equal to 0 and R equal to 0. Hence, when you write the truth table of SR flip-flop, where you have the first state as 0, 0, Qn plus 1. Qn plus 1 means the next state of the output is same as Qn, which is the current state of the output. So in this way, we will be seeing all the different combinations and try to fill this truth table up. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So I hope the first one is clear with 0, 0 as the input, and we are considering any random initial state. So I could imagine Q to be here 0 and Q bar to be 1. In that case, I will have my output as 0 and 1 here. 0 at G1 and 1 at G2. So whatever be the state initially, when I apply 0, 0 at S and R, your output in the next state remains the same. There is no change. So now let us try the second state of 0 and 1. So I will delete the previous values so that there is no confusion. Okay. Let us assume the initial state is 0 here. Let's do 1 and 0. So initial state is 1 and this is 0, right? There is always some state at which your latch is. So I have 1 and 0. Now we are entering new input. What is that new input? S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. So let me put S is equal to 0 here, R is equal to 1 here. This G3 and G4, these gates work as NOT gate. So G3 will convert 0 to 1 and G4 will convert 1 to 0, right? I am just writing down a NAND truth table here. 0 into 0 will give me 0, and NAND will do the reverse of it, which is 1. This is also 1. This is also 1. 1 into 1 is 0, and NAND will do a reverse, which means it is 0. Okay. So I have 1 coming at the input here at G1, and I have a 0 coming here at the input G2. Now see here, what happens? This was the initial state 1 at Q. This 1 travels back as a feedback, which is in orange color. It travels back, and I have a 1 here, and I have a 0 here. 0 into 1, this G2 will give you 1. This 1, new 1, is now traveling as a feedback. This 1 is traveling as a feedback on this blue line and coming here at the input of G1. This is 1. And my G3 is also giving me 1. So 1 into 1 is nothing but 0 for NAND. So new output of G1 is 0. So what was the previous state? It was 1, which now turned to 0. And also Q bar, which was 0, will turn to 1. And are these two complement of each other? Of course. 0 is a complement of 1. Which means what? Whenever your S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, R stands for reset, which means it is resetting the value of Q to 0. And hence at Qn plus 1, I will write a 0 here. Remember, this Qn plus 1 is nothing but the value of Q that we are writing and not Q bar. You can also write Qn plus 1 bar. That is also okay, but not required. It is understood. So whenever S is 0 and R is 1, my Qn plus 1 is what? 0. Had it been 0, it would have remained in 0. Had this Q been 0 initially, it would have remained in 0. And purposely I wrote it 1 so that you can understand that how this 1 is getting converted to 0. Means if ever you want to reset a flip-flop, all you have to do is give 0 at S and give 1 at R, which will reset your flip-flop. Now let's do the next one, which is S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. So we have done this. Now we are doing the third one. Again, I will delete my inputs. Okay. So this is deleted. Let us assume the initial state as 0 here and a 1 here. Okay. And now what I am giving at the input, S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. So S is 1 and R is 0. NAND gate will do the reverse. 1 will become 0, 0 will become 1. This 0 is traveling on the orange line. This 0 is traveling on the orange line. I have a 0 here. 1 into 0. This NAND gate will give me what? 1 into 0. This NAND gate will give me 1. This one is traveling as a feedback. This one is traveling as a feedback here. 1 into 0. 1 into 0 will give you 1 here. So this 0 turns to 1. Right? Now this one, this new one is traveling again as a feedback here. Now I have a new one coming here. 1 into 1 will make this as 0. And now this will keep on continuing. Right? So when you have S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0, S stands for set. We are setting the value of the flip-flop to 1. Reset means 0. Set means 1. So whenever I have set is equal to 1, S is equal to 1 when you are giving at the input, it means you want to set the value of this Q, which we did here just now. So this 1 comes as a feedback here. I have a 1 here in black. 1 into 1, black 1 and orange 1 will give you a 0 here. This new 0 will travel back on the blue line. You have a 0 here, right? This 0 is traveling on the blue line now. You have a 0 here. 0 into 0 will give you a 1. 0 into 0, NAND will give you a 1. Now this will keep on continuing. So what are my new values? My new values is Q is 1 and Q bar is 0. So I have this as 1. Qn plus 1 is 1. Now let us see the last row where you have 1, 1. Again I will erase all the values to avoid any confusion. Okay. We can consider any state here. Say this is 1, this is 0. I am giving S as 1 and R as also 1. Both 1 will convert to 0, 0 because NAND is working as a NOT here. This 0 is traveling on the blue line. It comes here. 0 into 0 will give you 1 here. Right? I will write a new 1 here. 0 into 0 will give you 1. This 1 travels back on the orange line and it appears here. 1 into 0. This is also giving you a 1. This is the problem when you give S equal to 1 and R equal to 1. Both the outputs are tending towards 1, which is never possible. Why? Because Q has to be always complement of Q bar, which is not the case here, and hence in this state of 1, 1, this is undefined. Right? So I hope the truth table of SR flip-flop is clear. This is an SR flip-flop. For 0, 0, you have whatever is the previous state. It will not change. It will be as it is. Qn. For 0, 1, since reset we are giving as 1, it will reset it to 0. Set when we are giving as 1, it will set to 1. And for 1, 1, the state is undefined. I hope the truth table is clear and all the 4 conditions are clear. In the next video, we will again modify this concept to remove the undefined condition of the SR flip-flop. I will stop the video here. Thank you for watching.